So what should we talk about?
What do you guys think we should do for Patreon this week?
I don't.
I should do like a game show.
We should, what would we do? How would we do?
We'll do a whole like full production game show for 1 week and then go back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so cool. No, I like the idea, but what are you gonna do the game show
on? Let's do. Ooh. 4-letter names for cats, and who can name the most 4-letter names for cats?
Is that a game show or like just a competition? Like I know a game show is a competition, but like they usually have a.
Yeah, and you win $1 million.
Can I use my phone a friend? I just call Brayden.
No, I think what you need to do is like Jeopardy style, right?
Jeopardy style.
Yeah, can I get 4-letter names or 4-letter cat names for 500?
Ooh, yeah.
I just don't know how to.
Who is Chad? Yes. Wait, that's too many letters.
Have you guys seen the Trish?
No, it's not.
Nope, we're good.
That's 4. Yeah, Chad's 4.
You failed.
Counting and spelling, I can't do it.
Yeah.
Milo, come here, bud. Milo,
On this week's episode, we fight cats.
Well, sometimes. I'm all healed up right now. I haven't fought a cat for a minute. Besides, right there.
Ooh.
Right there. That one's more of a scar. I got this scar from Nora, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang.
She's nice, and then sometimes she's feisty.
Really? That's weird.
What's your best scar?
My best scar? So my pinky on my right hand is just absolutely eviscerated. I noticed this the other day that like all of my scars are on my right pinky. Because at one point...
What'd that finger do?
What'd that finger do? Well, when I was young and dumb, I was working at Pizza Pie Cafe, and I put my hand into a thing of dough, and as a joke, I went to go and stab the dough, pretend I was stabbing my hand. So my hand was like this. I grabbed the blade, and I flipped it around. I put it into the dough. But when I flipped it around, I flipped it so the blade is to me. So I would have missed. It would have been perfect if I had it the right way, right next to my hand. But because it was flipped the other way, it curves in more. So I went whoop and just whoop, stabbed my hand, which I didn't notice right away, right? So knife is still there. It's in my skin. I pull my hand out, not knowing, right? Which probably caused extra damage. I didn't know. And I put my hand down, and I take a couple steps, and like, what's running down my hand? Holy shit, I'm bleeding. So that's that scar.
Do you still use the dough, though?
Yeah, of course.
You don't want to waste it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, well, extra flavor.
It was Halloween.
Yeah.
I figured that it
Well,
works.
how else do you get pizza sauce?
Milo.
That's what it is. It's just been Brayden's blood the whole time.
Yeah.
My cousin used to call
Hi, Milo.
me, and she'd go like, she'd just say some random name. So she'd be like, Tony's abortion clinic and pizzeria, where yesterday's loss is today's sauce. So gross.
Can I get the white sauce today? And then on this same pinky,
You prefer white sauce?
Yeah.
Okay.
On the same pinky, I was doing a hike with not like the cream.
Yeah.
Not the.
Well, that's kind of how they make
the
it.
other cream.
You either get fetus blood or pre-fetus body.
Milo's over here just like checking out the place. He's casing the joint.
Yeah.
Hey, Milo, don't get on. Nope. Hi. How you doing? Hi.
Uh-oh.
He's contemplating.
We're not recording anywhere.
Yeah. Bonk. But we gotta like break him with a habit beforehand.
Yeah, that's true. I have this scar
I was telling the story. It's cool.
that I've gotten from every single cat I've ever owned. It goes right down the middle of my hand, and it's perfectly lined up.
See, that's the issue is because you own your cats. I'm mutual with my cats.
How many
We
cats
are
have you
equal.
owned? 1, 2, 3, 4.
It just gets longer
Yeah,
each
just
time.
slowly lengthening.
Well, yeah, that's the crazy part is it goes all the way down my wrist, like to like right here.
What are you doing to get that scar?
I just get scratched by a cat, and it's like perfect every single time. I don't know. It's weird. Had it since I was a wee little lad.
A wee little lad. So, on my same.
So my
pinky,
favorite scar.
You son of a bitch.
Hey,
yeah, but your favorite. Yeah.
That's my mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
So my favorite scar is I have two.
You have two.
Two favorites. One is my terrible destroyed finger that no one can see, but basically my ring finger doesn't straighten. It's got a huge scar along here, and it looks very deformed.
I can see.
Could you see?
No, I couldn't.
Yeah, 'cause Brayden's big ass head was in the way.
You see
That's
that?
crazy.
It is quite deformed. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was 8 or 9, somewhere in there.
Mhm.
We were riding bikes, and there's this park, and it's like the sidewalk goes along a building, and then there's a grass hill to the field where they have like all the soccer and football games and stuff. And the sidewalk goes like this, and then it goes to go down the hill, basically.
It's switchbacks, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Kind of. They're like switchbacks, but
It's
instead
like a
of
Z.
a full
It's like a
thing,
step.
they're like that. They're like a lightning bolt, like Harry Potter's forehead.
yes.
Okay.
So you go down, and then there's a trash can for the park, but they put like cement around, like a cement wall, so the trash can sits in the cement, so it doesn't blow away, which is fine. Well, I wasn't very good at riding bikes, so I crashed right into it instead of turning,
Oh no.
and some piece of my bike just whoosh, sliced my finger,
Nice.
and it was bleeding so bad, like I
Mhm.
couldn't see my hand or my arm.
Oh wow. Wait.
Like
You could still see it. It was just red.
It's probably an exaggeration from trauma, but in my mind, it was like actually like I dipped my hand in blood, like up to like here.
Wow.
So it's probably not that bad,
That's
but
crazy. That's like
it was bad. Some
That
random
made my
person at the
heel
park
itch.
drove me home.
oh.
Which, like, if I found a kid bleeding like that, I'd like to think I would do that, but also like, blood in my car, you know?
I
Like, they're
wouldn't do
probably
it.
fine.
it's hard to
do
get
it.
out.
I wouldn't do it because it's a random kid. You know, I don't want to get taken to
Mine-
jail.
You get pulled over.
I-
There's just some random kid in the back
Bleeding.
screaming.
Yeah, I would call like the authorities. I wouldn't do it myself. no.
Somebody call 911.
So back to my pinky.
So my like 13, 14, maybe 15-year-old sister was babysitting me during this. So
Mhm.
the stranger drove me home, and she was the one home to take care of me. Not really old enough to deal with the situation, but that's what I had. She was watching Scream for the first time. And I just come through the door covered in blood. And so
Scream.
she got traumatized too.
That's great.
So it's a
good.
win-win.
Yeah.
I love how we're not even recording. You guys are still just like cutting me off.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what's your second?
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, you can go.
So I was riding down this hill on a bike.
yeah, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Me too.
And I was
That's
popping wheelies while riding down the hill.
Wheelies. Yeah.
Yeah. And I popped a wheelie and then pulled my bike handle sideways because I was pulling up to pop the wheelie. And I went and landed with my bike handle sideways.
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you
so
I don't think you can any longer say that I'm at fault for you hurting your elbow after hearing this story. You're just bad at riding bikes. That's
Anyway,
your own damn fault. You need to be aware of your limits. And
I
you go-
am. I
yeah.
don't ride bikes anymore.
Yeah.
But
Not
I
since
flipped.
that day.
Yeah.
I flipped over.
Have you ridden a bike since that day?
I have, yeah. I flipped over the bike. When I broke my arm. That was
Mhm.
after that. I
no, that's
flipped
what I'm saying. Since that day.
since that day. Yeah, I have. I flipped over the bike and landed hands and knees. Bike pinning me
Your
to
natural
the
position.
cement
Yeah.
and sliding down the slide. And this was a
Step
asphalt.
bike, no.
This was asphalt road. It
Mhm.
wasn't like dirt or anything.
Yeah.
So I slid down the asphalt
Fun.
until I stopped on my hands and knees.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
That's pretty brutal.
Yeah, I was bleeding like right here. It was bad.
Dude, you could have gotten all of us so bad. Been like, yeah, I was bleeding right here.
Oh, that would have been good.
Oh,
That would have been good.
They
They said that
oh,
they said
I
I don't
can't-
play stupid games like that. So
So my pinky.
So we were like in the backyard golfing.
Uh-huh.
And we had real golf clubs, me and my brother, 5 or 6, and fake golf balls, like little plastic ones.
yeah.
And it was a decent sized backyard. And I was like, you know what? It would be cool if we could put the golf balls on tees because that's what they do on the shows. So I put a tee down. I was like, hey, I'm going to put the ball on the thing. Don't swing. And I start bending over to put the ball on the thing. I was like, you know what? I better tell him again. Don't swing. And then I lean it, whack. And then I like went out for a little bit, woke up, and it was the most stunned I've ever felt. I was just like, I don't know what's happening. There's a little blood on my hand. I don't know what. And so they like pull me inside and no one's home again. And
That's kind of
and
like
I actually wonder if like that head injury could have like changed my personality or something.
Yeah.
I wonder who I'd be.
you'd be a worse
If not.
version. than
No,
yourself.
I think you would actually listen to your friends.
No.
Because I've also had that. But like not.
Wait, when does
Like
Buddy-
okay, so like for instance, have you ever like stood up too quick and then like you get lightheaded?
No.
No?
I'm in perfect control of my body.
Well, one time when I was a kid, I stood up so quick I blacked out. And I remember ending up like waking up on the floor. Like I just passed out like instant. It's the only time I've ever passed out like that, but it was cool.
I did that doing pull-ups one time. Or I was like,
You
just seeing
passed out?
I was seeing how long I could hang on the bar.
Mhm.
And I think I like choked myself out with like my shoulders pushing
Your
into my neck
traps
or
are
something.
so large.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm so swole.
Well, I don't know why else I would pass out from just hanging,
Mm-hmm.
except like blood flow getting cut off somehow.
It all went to your feet. That's actually how Jesus died. The blood went to his feet.
So
he
it
had no
wasn't. Wait,
It
how
wasn't the
did he-
spear in his side or
spear in his side?
spear in his side?
spear in his side.
I heard it. It was just
What?
fun to say.
He had a spear in his side? I don't know.
Yeah,
this.
he gets speared.
While he's being crucified? Is
Yes,
that true?
I don't.
This is the first time I've ever heard that.
really.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I don't know why. That just reminded me of like.
No, he's got 5 scars when he's resurrected. He's got one on
Oh.
each hand and foot, and then he's got one on
Yeah,
his
I
side
do. I know the scar.
because he gets
That's
stabbed.
Jesus' favorite scar.
He's like, I was getting crucified. These ones are pretty cool, but then they nailed one in my side.
Crazy.
That's sacrilegious.
That's okay. I mean, we got atheist, agnostic, and you're going to go to hell now. So sorry. Not because of the making fun of Jesus bit, but because you keep cutting me off about my pinky story.
Were you trying to say a pinky story?
Yeah, I was trying to say a story about my pinky. I have 2 scars. on my
Okay, so
pinky.
anyway.
I'm just gonna. That's cool. You guys do your thing. Let me know when
When
you're
you
ready.
said, "Oh my God," I'm just like, "Is that true?" It just when Trump found out about Ruth Bader Ginsburg's death, he's like, "Oh my God, this is the first time I'm hearing about it. That's awful." Just the way you said it made me. It sounded like that same level of authenticity where he's like, oh, "Is that true? No way."
I was being honest. I didn't know.
Okay, Pinky Boy, do it.
No, I mean, you just let me know when you're ready to do an episode, and I'll just, you know,
You want to save it for the episode?
I'm just, I'm just gonna solve my Rubik's Cube while you guys talk about your scars. And
What else should we do for the Patreon?
I have an F on my foot.
what?
I have
Well,
a
that's how you spell
scar
it.
in the shape of a capital F on my foot
That's
Okay.
cool.
A
from
cap-
dancing around in broken bottles.
That's not so cool.
So my little brother, when we were
My
tearing
little
apart,
brother, my little
I
brother.
had the same thought.
Your little brother.
we were taking apart the stairs to one of our old houses. Not the stairs, the wall that. So you go down the stairs and there's like a hallway in the stairwell.
Uh-huh.
We were taking out one of the walls, the right hand side. So it would go downstairs and open up to the whole
Okay, yeah.
basement area.
Yeah. You
So
wanted
we're-
danger stairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're on danger stairs. So we were
Stairs with
pulling
no
everything
support.
off. Yeah. No, they had support just to the left and below. And we
50% supported.
66.
Up and to the side, no. Down and to the right, yes.
That's 50%.
Yeah, you're right. When he explained it that way, I got it. Okay. I'm not very good at maths.
Neither is he. He couldn't count Chad.
Hey, that's a tough name.
There's like so many letters there that has to be at least like
4.
4. Yeah.
I round up to 5.
So we took the wall out and it was all just on the side. Well, my little brother was off at soccer practice. And he comes back. So he still has his cleats on and he has those big old soccer socks that go up to your knees.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, ooh, a pile, and he jumps onto it. 2 nails. Both feet. With the tight ass cleats and the fucking big old socks. You know, it's like, what do we do? Like, we just. Like,
Why do the socks matter?
It just was like more to get off when we needed to treat it.
I just yeah, it really sucked. He had like nails going up his feet. His shoes were stuck on by the nail. But he also had these long socks that just made it 10 times worse.
It did, yeah, because like you took them off and you had to pull the socks off. and it was
Scissors.
just-
Actually, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do.
Scissor?
Yeah.
That's what they teach you in the hospital.
Ooh, I know what we can do on the Patreon.
What?
Sex. You and me.
Stop. No. No.
So does that... So in It's Always Sunny, there's a
No.
running joke where in the credits of like all the fake shows they do and stuff,
Yeah.
there's always a credit for load wiper. Is that what I would be in this scenario? I'm the dude that wipes down the loads at the end.
You would be the, they call it, I think, a fluffer. You'd be the fluffer and the load wiper.
Ooh.
Yeah.
By job wool.
By yeah. By job you
I have 2 jobs.
Please stop.
One's a blow. One's a
Please.
one's a
You're in my bubble right now. Please.
I'm not, see this right here? I'm not even in your.
You're in my bubble.
I'm not even in your.
You're
thing
in my
right now.
bubble.
It's like
Please stop.
You touched me.
yeah, I'm not touching him.
How old are you?
Me? Your hips are lower. Doesn't count. I don't know what to do for the Patreon. I don't think I want to do another React one right now.
Pinky story.